1932. We've been here that long. On rain-squishy, muddy fields. Through snow and sleet belched by the winds. From autumn's tingling promise to winter's tough reward. Sharing our pain, celebrating our joy, together. From generation to generation. We are the united, resilient, unyielding fans of the Washington Redskins. We have stories. 85 years of our team, our tradition, our family.
Here comes the Washington squad, strong and plenty tough. Here's Coach Red Flaherty with some of the boys. One passing threat is slinging Sammy Ball. This is the grip, with fingers spread wide, that gives the maximum control in passing. Sammy spots the receiver as he draws the ball back behind his ear and lets it fly.
Hi, I'm Janice Anderson, and this is my mom, Amanda Anderson, and we are both Redskin fans. My mom just celebrated her 103rd birthday. And you're the only 103 person that goes to every game. And to have been a Redskin fan that long and to participate in this celebration is just such an honor.
Let's give thanks. Come on.
We've watched games from Griffith Stadium to our season tickets here in the Washington area. We enjoy the game, but we just enjoy the fellowship that we have at Redskins games and with all the fans and all the fans around us. When she was 102, I think 2 sections sang happy birthday to her. I have so many stories. My mom has a lot of stories. Also, one of our Super Bowl stories is an evening in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We were in a hotel where there were nothing but Buffalo fans. And for 3 days they shouted, "Go, go, Buffalo."
Put it all together and you got a Buffalo!
So after the whipping on that Sunday, when they all came back to the hotel, they were very quiet. But we had some buttons that when you pushed the button, it played Hail to the Redskins. And we played that on the elevators all night and to let them hear Hail to the Redskins. Hail to the Redskins.
Yeah. My name's Eliana Piapsh. I live in Israel. I'm a Redskin fan, partially because my dad was a Redskin fan, and every Sunday when I woke up, this was when I still lived in America, I always saw the Redskin games on. And then we moved to Israel, and from then on I kind of used to watch games live because it was a lot more fun. 1 o'clock game is 8 o'clock our time, p.m., so I have school on Sunday, so it's after school, and so it's 8 to 11. So then on like a Monday night game, it's usually at like 2 in the morning, so it's really bad. In between halves, I usually get ready for school. I support 2 teams, Washington and whoever beats Dallas. I think our best game was the You Like That game. I mean, obviously it's the You Like That game.
You like that? You like that? Way to go, Kurt. Yes, sir. Yes, we do. Yes, sir, Kurt.
Our alarms did not go off, so only woke up like halfway through, so we didn't really see, we saw the score.
Crowd not happy here at FedEx Field as the Bucs are laying it on the Redskins early, 24-0.
And then we saw how good we actually were to come back from that.
The snap, the slant, Jordan Reed, touchdown! Touchdown Redskins, they take the lead!
You like that, boys?
Even before the whole Odell thing, I was a big fan of Josh Norman. But then when he got Odell ticked off, so then I was a bigger fan. I'm your biggest fan. And then when he came, I was like, what? So I run down all the stairs. I'm like, Norman's coming to watch it, Norman's coming to watch it. Run around the house, run back upstairs, see how much we're paying him for how long and everything.
Josh Norman with a shout out, man. That's impressive.
I got a ton of autographs. I got Josh Norman and his gloves. Because I was like, I told him, I was like, I'm from Israel, so he gave me his gloves.
Eliana. You get to keep his gloves? That's you. He's giving that to
That's my blood.
Pretty
cool, man.
We bleed red. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Josh.
And so we have that like in my room, like cased up. I keep my eye on any Giant fans who come in here. I'm like, I have my eye on you.
Don't worry about the Giants. Pull together and be tough.
So I did bow and arrow. Norman got you.
My name is Michael Ealy. I am an actor, born in D.C., raised in Silver Spring, Maryland. I am a diehard Skins fan. I never loved another team, never knew another team. I despise Dallas with all my heart, and so I think that certifies me as official.
Now we bring those Cowboys next.
One of the best memories I have was Doug Williams, obviously first African-American quarterback to, win the Super Bowl. One, I was happy we won, and then it sunk in that, as the first African-American quarterback to do so, he had just made history. So that put him, up there with the likes of Jesse Owens and Muhammad Ali and such, and so, Joe Louis, and he's a hero. Art Monk was my favorite player, someone who inspired me in a lot of ways. After the games, I'd go out and play football in the neighborhood and imagine I was Art Monk. He never thought of himself as, someone beyond the game, someone beyond the team. And so I try to model my own professional career after that as well. I just want to do the work.
Let's go, dog. It's all about pride.
Skins fans, we can fight amongst each other, but if someone from another team decides to mess with one of us, they got to deal with all of us. That's a bond that starts from when you're very little and you just grow up with it. I learned Skins like I learned math. It's one of those things where, 2 + 2 is 4, but burgundy and gold is Skins. It's that simple.
85 years, our team, our tradition, our family is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance.
Welcome to the house, man. This is the Redskins house. My name is Jair, man. Welcome. My name is Jair Thomas. I'm from Washington, D.C. Die-hard Redskins fan. I bleed that burgundy and gold. This in my blood. HTTI. Man, who introduced me to the team? There's no introducing to the team. You born into it. Grandpa had season tickets at the 60s. You gotta be a fan. Man, this Santana Moss right here, that's the Cowboy killer right there. Monday Night Miracle, that's the favorite moment. Redskins versus Cowboys. We down the whole game, 0-13. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. Mark Brunell threw not one touchdown, Mark Brunell threw 2 touchdowns to Santana Moss. Thanks, Moss. And put the icing on the cake, Cowboys almost had a chance to come back. But guess what? Sean Taylor saved the day with a big hit.
And Creighton, does he make the catch? He got popped? No. Sean Taylor dislodged the football, I'll say.
Man, I've been at every single game this year, every home game, every away game. Man, I've been to a game in London. That was a great experience. It was on my bucket list. Checked it off. Chick-chack. We could talk about the outfits. I got an outfit I can wear every game. I got a trench coat. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. We call Santana Moss the Cowboy Killer. That trench coat is the Cowboy Killer. Got Sean T. Chief Z, rest in peace his soul. I got shoes and everything, man. This season, I got a lot more coming. The 85th. It's the 85th anniversary, baby.
Favorite Redskin memory was the Monday night game against the Dallas Cowboys. One of my sons at the time was a little guy, just football fan, crazy football fan. He was watching the game and it wasn't going well. He was at home. So my wife, Stacy, made him go to bed. And he was really bummed out because we were losing and Dad wasn't playing well. I got there, middle of the night, and the next morning I was able to wake him up. And he wakes up and he looks at me and he's almost has tears in his eyes. He says, "Daddy, I'm so sorry about the game against the Cowboys last night. I'm so sorry." And I said, "Hey, buddy, we won." And I mean, I think about that, and that was so much fun. Just a special moment. So there was a team moment, Redskin history moment, and there was a cool little family moment to that too. So it was cool.
Hi, my name is Tamara Tota Pakachi. I grew up in Rockville, Maryland, and I currently live in Manhattan. I am, I think, one of the biggest Redskin fans out there. I am the child of immigrants, and my parents were never into football. But some spark went off in me, and right before the start of the season, which led to Super Bowl 18, I just found this passion for the Redskins and started following them obsessively. I can't explain where my passion comes from, but it was the cast of characters. It was the Hogs, it was the Fun Bunch, it was Joe Theismann, it was John Riggins, it was Art Monk, it was Rick Walker, it was all these people, Joe Jacoby, Russ Grimm, Dexter Manley. They were larger than life.
The thing they forgot is before a hog goes to the butcher, somebody got to kill it, and nobody even come close to that.
When I was in high school, I was given an art project and I had to create a book of my own. Needless to say, mine was my Washington Redskins. And I actually spent time drawing pictures of Joe Gibbs doing jumping jacks with John Riggins and Joe Theismann.
I don't think I've ever been in this kind of shape at this time of the year.
So going back to my obsessiveness, when I was in high school, I would write every single player and every single coach a birthday card. I would also write get well cards to players who got injured. I would write congratulatory letters if they won and so sorry letters if they lost. Sometimes they'd write back. I got 3 letters from Doug Williams with a signed picture, and one of them was actually after he had his surgery, because it says, "Dear Tamara, recovering from my appendectomy hasn't been easy, but your get well wish made it a little more pleasant. It really meant a lot to me that you thought to wish me a speedy recovery."
Doug Williams will be back in. You better bet on that, because Doug Williams is a competitor.
Oh, man. Wow. Yeah, this is right after the Super Bowl. This is truly amazing.
Growing up, people made fun of me. To now be able to say to the whole world, like, see, it was worth it. This is cool. This is what it means to be a Redskin fan, you know, to be at Redskins Park, to be actually seeing these players, to be able to meet them. It's like a dream come true. I mean, it's more than full circle.
Hi, I'm Samu Qureshi. I live in Bethesda, Maryland. I'm a lifetime Redskin fan, and I'm the curator of the museum, which is the largest collection in the world of Redskins memorabilia. The reaction of people here varies, but I think most people are pretty blown away. My wife has described some of the people as squealing with delight, like little schoolgirls who are full-grown male adults. I have things like Joe Gibbs' headset from his first tenure in DC, Vince Lombardi's cleats from when he coached the Redskins, his sideline cleats, Jack Kent Cook's hat, Mark Mosley's flat-toed kicking shoe. This is Dick Stanfield's jersey. This is one of my favorite jerseys. It's Charlie Taylor. This is Chris Samuel's throwback helmet. Got Mark Rippon's shoes here. It does have, I think, an impact on people. It's kind of crazy. One game I remember in particular was referred to as the seat cushion game against the Atlanta Falcons. It was just abysmal weather. And of course I was cheered up by the fact that they were giving away seat cushions, which was a nice little giveaway with a Redskin logo and everything. I just couldn't stand the Falcons. They just had a lot of trash talkers, and we just started putting a whooping on them. and then when Gerald Riggs went in, took it into the end zone towards the end of the game, the place just erupted.
Well, we're getting showered by seat cushions and placards and everything.
I so wanted to be a part of that and throw my seat cushion, but I was so conflicted because I was like, "Oh, this is a piece of memorabilia. It's gonna be like historic. It's it's gonna be from the seat cushion game." I still have that seat cushion. Now I have probably another, half dozen extra seat cushions from that game too that I've picked up along the way.
It's gonna take him an hour to pick them all up.
I think my family and friends, I would say, are certainly amused by it. I think they probably think I'm a little bit whacked, but they're correct.
85 years. Our team, our tradition, our family. Brought to you by Geico. Will continue.
1973, watching Westerns with my dad. Cowboys versus Indians. And I'm rooting for the Indians. And then it went into John Riggins, the Fun Bunch, the Hogs, So I've always been a Redskin fan. I grew up outside of Dallas, so I was on my own.
Hi, I'm Kevin McCarthy Jr. I'm your biggest Redskin fan in history since 1971. I got tattoos all over the place, and I love the Redskins so much that I want my body to be a shrine to Washington Redskins with tattoos. This is another avenue to express my love for the Washington Redskins team, and it can't be enough. Anybody can wear anything. Like, for example, you have Dale Jr. Oh, he's wearing a jersey, he's a Redskin fan. No problem. I took it to the next level. Hey, hey, hey! This is my first Redskin tattoo. Washington, the helmet, Redskins since 1971 with the 3 Super Bowl trophies. Tribal band for future Super Bowl wins. It goes all the way around. The last section was the signatures of the MVPs of the Super Bowl. This is the Washington Redskin, Canton, Ohio, Hall of Fame roster. All names, position, the class year were inducted. My military ribbon from military service, the Redskin salute. Right here's in my DNA with the Redskin, the DNA emblem going all the way around. Now it's in my DNA. Now you know where I get it from. 30 hours plus blood and pain to go through this, that makes me the #1 fan. The greatest moment as a Redskin fan, I don't have to jump out of my seat for that one. Super Bowl run in 1983, 4th and 1, 4th quarter, John Riggins. At home in Brentwood, PG County with my family. We're sitting on the couch. My dad's pacing back and forth.
Like a couple of expectant fathers, Shula pacing the sidelines, Gibbs irritated.
You can hear a pin drop. That moment, 4th and 1. You know what it means. It's on the line. This is the play that can win it all.
Ball is at the 42 of Miami, so this could be a play they talk about during the offseason. Riggins. He's going to go all the way, unless Blackwood can catch him, and he can't.
Oh my God, it's a touchdown. Oh, what? He just broke that tackle? No, he didn't. Oh, that moment, it was erupted.
Leave for tonight. Ron's the president, but I'm the king.
The team means a lot to me. Being recognized by the players. Oh, I know you, you're the Redskin tattoo guy. It was like winning the Super Bowl every time they recognize me.
I'm Morty Trupp, Washingtonian by birth. Been a Redskin fan since I'm 9 years old. You know, I live and breathe the Redskins 12 months a year, even though they don't play 12 months a year. I remember the old Griffith Stadium. I used to go with my dad once a season. In that day, it was really football, no holds barred. So it was kind of exciting. And being with my dad, I mean, it was kind of neat, you know, good memories.
A driving attack puts the ball in the 1. Don Bosler wiggles over for the score. The Redskins add the point to give them a sweet 24-14 opening day victory over the Philadelphia Eagles.
I love collecting the Redskins. And then since I'm here all the time, I decided to bring some of my stuff here and just keep it here so I enjoy it. Somebody just came in? Yeah. Can I help you? Sorry.
No problem.
The pennants and everything, when I got them, I figured, well, I'm here, let me put a few things on the wall. And then customers brought me things as gifts. My most favorite pieces are the 3-player trophies. I had looked for those for years. Now that I got those, my collection is 99% finished. My grandchildren are waiting. I said, well, you can have this. He said, well, Pop, we'll just take care of everything when you're not here. I said, okay, fine. I guess I bleed like burgundy and gold like other people do. You know, I'm sure there are fans that are much bigger fans than I, but I talk about it constantly, customer-wise, at home. I mean, it's my favorite thing. Now my stomach can settle down. I'm still nervous. I don't know what it is. I'm 80 years old and I'm still nervous.
My name is Jamie Lyon, and I've been a Redskins fan since I was 5 or 6.
My name is Corey Lyon. Started being a fan when I was about 12 years old. Over the last 10 years, the game day tradition for myself, my wife, and now our family has changed, I'd say maybe a little bit. When we first started out, we were fresh out of college, and we were piling in a minivan with all our friends. And so it started to change a little bit as we started having kids come into our life. now it's piling into car seats and diaper bags and, still going in and then enjoying the game the same way, just with a different crowd.
So we started going with just the two of us, and now to bring the four of them with us just means a lot to us because it just shows them, we're all together. It gives them something to look forward to. It's just something that when they see Redskins, I want them to think of like the family time that we had together, not just if they won or what happened in the game. I don't want to win.
Come on.
It's our 10th year as being season ticket holders. So we started with the 75th, and now we're coming up on the 85th, and it's just been great to watch the team grow, and how it's been involved in our lives. It's been a big part. Oh, you got that?
Got it.
Hi, my name is Amir Malik. I'm from Burke, Virginia in Fairfax County. I'm a huge, big Redskins fan. My most favorite valuable memory was when they blocked Mike Vanderjagt's field goal. Sean Taylor scooped up the fumble, and Nick Novak made the field goal and won the game. I was like, all right, Redskins.
And the Redskins win it, a fantastic finish at FedEx Field. Hallelujah!
My mom taught me Pakistani language. Mujhe Redskin team pasand. It means that I'm a big, huge Redskins fan.
Still to come, more memories from 85 years. Our team, our tradition, our family. Brought to you by Geico.
I'm Jerome West, and when I first was young, my mother said you can be a Pittsburgh Steelers fan or a Redskin fan. And you choose the wrong one, you know where you're going at. So quite naturally, I'm a Redskin diehard, and she wouldn't have had it no other way. My mother was the head of the family. Struggling coming up in the neighborhoods in Southeast Washington, D.C. It was rough, but guess what? She made it easy. Her favorite spot was sitting in front of television, making sure she watched every Redskins game that was possible. No matter what time of the day it was on, what time of night it was on. She was there Monday Night Football. She loved it. It didn't even matter.
2-2-0, buddy. Make you run fast.
Darryl Green, that was her favorite. Just like how fast it was and how much she liked to run around like a little rabbit. She'd say, look at that little rabbit, just go, just go, just go. Especially in that Chicago game when he broke his rib, look at that little bunny rabbit, just jumped over top of him. That's my baby. Little Darryl, I just take him a little hold in my head. I said, okay, Mom, whatever. We knew one thing for sure, Jackie West was a Redskin fan. And anybody who knew her, they knew she was a Redskin fan. And that's one of the reasons why my mother wanted to be buried, in Redskins attire. Also has the tombstone quite naturally as a memorial to her because we wouldn't have had it no other way. Mom, this is all about you. It's not about me, it's not about the fans, it's about you. It's about my mother. It's always been about her. God had a Redskin fan for sure going upstairs with her.
Hi, my name is Erin, and I'm a Redskins fan because my mom and dad were Redskins fans, and they raised me to root for the right team. They brought me home from the hospital in a Redskins onesie. As a kid, I just remember looking up to my dad and him watching the games and getting really into it and really excited and cheering and being really loud. Yeah, go baby, go! So it was kind of like bonding for me and my dad. I felt, a sense of security with him being a Redskins fan, and then I wanted to be a Redskins fan, so it was fun. I've always wanted to be a physical therapist, growing up as a dancer and an athlete. I went to a 4-year program first, got my bachelor's, and then I went on to get my doctorate in physical therapy. Now I'm actually working in the hospital where I was born, which is pretty cool. Growing up, I was competing in dance competitions, and when I graduated from college, I was thinking, well, what am I gonna do from here? I really want to keep dancing, but I also have a profession to go on to. I want to be a physical therapist, so I wanted to find something that I could do for fun, but also something that was gonna keep me in shape. And I love the Redskins, so as soon as I moved back was when I tried out for the team. So now I get to go to all the games. You feel that energy down on the field, and we really vibe off that energy. we get the crowd pumped up, but the crowd also pumps us up. We're really not supposed to break what we're doing, so if we're doing like a move or something and something cool happens on the field, we have to finish out that move and then we can cheer. But sometimes I find myself looking back at the field and I see something just happen and I'm like, yeah, and I jump up and I'm like, oh, oops, let me just finish that move. Kirk Cousins, when he ran off the field and ran into my friend Jordan, one of the cheerleaders, I'm always going to remember that because he actually went back to make sure she was okay. And I thought that was really nice because, you know, they have a lot to pay attention to, but also, you know, he wanted to make sure she was okay. So I'm always going to remember that.
She's okay, we're happy to report.
My dad, he hasn't been to a game in a really long time, and so this year was my first year cheering, and he came to his first Redskins game in a long time, which was really exciting for me because, like I said, I had that bond with him growing up. I know he felt really proud of me being on the field, and you know, I'm down on the field, I have that front row seat, but then I also can look up in the stands and know that he's up there and he's watching the game, but he's also cheering me on too, so he's my cheerleader.
My name is Santos Apola. I'm a litigation paralegal in New York. I have lived in New York my entire life. Growing up, people have said to me, you know, you're not supposed to be a Redskin fan, you're supposed to be a Giant fan. But I just love the team, and there was just no changing that.
Three cheers for the Redskins! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
I love the colors, I love the players, and I have some great memories. In 2002, the Washington Redskins were looking for the 70 greatest Redskins of all time. 57 members of the 70 greatest Redskins were alive, 13 were already deceased. I thought it would be really cool if I could start to collect some of the signatures. So I got Sammy Baugh's autograph on a helmet and then took that autograph and then just built on it. And I have collected the only copy of all 57 autographs of the 70 greatest Redskins on a 3-helmet collection. It is a one-of-a-kind collection. Nobody else in the world owns what I own.
That's not easily done, though.
Sammy Baugh, Eddie LeBaron, Mike Bass, Pat Fisher, Larry Brown, Joe Theismann, John Riggins. They're all on the helmet collection, every one of them. And I just think the history that's on these 3 helmets just speaks volumes of how great of a tradition the Washington Redskins have.
Still to come, more memories from 85 years. Our team, our tradition, our family. Brought to you by Geico.
Hi, my name is Brandon Paulin, mayor of the town of Indian Head, and I am a huge Redskins fan. I've been a Redskins fan since birth. It was one of those things where if I didn't become a Redskins fan, my mom was going to put me in a box.
Yeah, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
The experience as mayor has been phenomenal. I had started going to town meetings when I was 10, and then never left. I went to every single town meeting since then. I just graduated high school. I was like, I should apply for a job. And I was scrolling and I was like, oh, 50-50 ticket sales at FedEx. Yeah, sign me up. So the money that I made from the Redskins helped pay for my college and the campaign, helping revitalize my hometown. It's something that is near and dear to my heart.
Hi, I'm Hunter Paulin from Indian Head, Maryland. I am a huge Redskins fan. I have Shone's complex, which means I have 6 heart defects. Now I have 2 onyx valves in me, and hopefully I won't have to have surgeries again.
I couldn't even imagine what it was like in Hunter's shoes.
Even though I can't play tackle football because of my heart problems, I still find ways around it, like flag football and all that. So. I won the Play 60 competition, where you wrote an essay online, and the questions were like, who's your favorite player, how do you stay healthy, and how do you stay active?
When Hunter won the Play 60 Super Kid, I was like mind blown, right? He brought me to practice with him. He brought me to the Super Bowl with him. I mean, we got to go to OTAs and training camp, and I'm getting to meet these players up front in person because of him.
You a beast, man. I challenged him before the surgery. I thought I was tough.
My bigger brother's the Mayor Indian Head. It's really just the same as it always was. I just look at him as my brother, not really as the mayor, so.
Last year, there was, I guess, a Monday game that interfered with the town meeting, and I was like, all right, we gotta hurry up here.
I'm ticking. Monday Night Football's right around the corner. Let's go.
And I was wearing my Portis jersey up underneath my suit. So it was like, you know, like white shirt right here, it was just Portis jersey and then tie over top.
I don't see a future in politics for me. I want to be an NFL coach.
I certainly have more football knowledge than my little brother. He'll debate that.
I have more football knowledge than my brother because I study 24/7.
Kerrigan will blitz and Junior Collette will blitz. The middle linebacker comes over here to cover.
Ooh, I like the way that sounds.
This Sunday at the Polling House is pretty much sit down, watch the game, eat, scream when we score a touchdown.
We're yelling. Some of our neighbors might be like, oh, what's going on over there?
It's fun.
The family tradition of being a Redskins fan is going to continue on for many, many years.
My name is Wesley Reed, and I live in Lynnfield, Massachusetts. And I have a 60-year love affair with the Washington Redskins. The Redskins had an intrigue for me. They were a terrible football team in the late 50s, but they had a helmet with a feather up the middle. And my God, that was going to be my team. I remember as young kids in the 70s watching the Over the Hill Gang with George Allen, and that really got us going because we loved all the old guys. Sonny Jurgensen and this personality of Billy Kilmer, my God, you'd follow that guy over the last hill. Then when Joe Gibbs came along, of course, everybody remembers the Posse and the Hogs and the Smurfs, and it was just so much fun. My wife and I, we love flowers and we love planting. And Robin selected some magnificent burgundy and gold daylilies, and they're just spectacular. They are just drop dead gorgeous.
Another nice day. Good weather, Redskin weather.
It's been a great ride. The only regret that I have is that I'm 69 years old, and my time might be running a little bit short to be able to enjoy another Super Bowl. And like all Redskins fans, we'd like to see that time come soon.
85 years, our team, our tradition, our family is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance.
Right, yay, Redskins. What about Cowboys? Yeah.
My name is Don Bartlett, and I'm a member of the Washington Redskin Marching Band. This will be my 49th season.
Hi, my name is Bill, and I joined the Redskin Marching Band in 1948. This would be my 69th season, except for the 4 years I spent in college at the University of Virginia.
Well, I've been playing the tuba since I was in 6th grade, and one day I ran into a member of the band, and he asked me if I was still playing, and they needed a tuba player, and have been here ever since.
I started at the age of 14, and that's not possible anymore. It's 21 before you can become a member. I had just started learning to play drums. It was actually at Griffith Stadium at that time. They would often be players on the field when we showed up for band rehearsal. I can remember Sammy Ball throwing balls through a tire that was swinging on a pendulum. As a 14-year-old, he seemed like a monster.
When you're on the field, you've got to feel like you're the best son of a bitch out there.
In those days, the team traveled by train. The team would go up the day before on the train, And then we would take a train up and march from the train station to the stadium and then do a halftime show or perform in the stadium both.
The Redskins band, oldest and best in pro football, is a familiar and beloved part of the Redskins organization.
I'll be 88 years old. I'm at all the rehearsals and I'm at all the games, and I still consider myself the line chief of the tuba section, but I haven't actually marched for the last 2 years, so I do miss that part. The band is, like one big family, and although we only see each other every week, once a week, you become very close.
It's nice to have that many friends.
And it's nice to be special. It's amazing how many people, jump when they hear, "Oh, are you in the band?" It's quite a prestigious position.
Hi, my name is David, and I am a Washington Redskins fan from Old Saybrook, Connecticut. I was born in D.C. in 1962. My parents had season tickets to RFK, and the very first game I went to was December 15th, 1968. I remember that because A, I have the program, and I remember Santa Claus parachuting into the stadium with the game ball. It was over after that. I have stories about just about every piece in here. Jerseys, helmets that I've gotten on the field. Redskins helmet history is actually pretty cool. There are some distinct variations for different times in our history. That Spear helmet is probably my all-time favorite.
All right.
Living where I live, directly halfway between New York and the Patriots, it's not easy being here, but I will always represent. I actually have season tickets. I leave on Saturdays and I come back on Mondays. I bring everything I need to tailgate, and there's nowhere I'd rather be than at FedEx Now with 80,000 of my closest friends singing Hail to the Redskins after every touchdown. It's just what we do. Everything in my being is about being a Redskin fan, and I can't explain it, I just embrace it, and that's who I am. HTTR for life. That's what it's all about.
I'm Xavier Dameron, I'm 16. I go to Oxford High School and Hail to the Redskins.
Darren Banner, I'm 44 years old, Redskins fan for life.
Jerry Banner, longtime Redskin fan, love the Redskins. I learned about the Redskins through my dad. I go back through the era of Sammy Barr, Charlie Justice. Those were some dismal years, but we stuck with them.
Through the dismal times, through the good times, I developed a definite fondness for the team, and I also understood loyalty amongst family members.
I told him there was only one way, the Redskin way.
It's almost like a life lesson. You don't give up on a person or your team if they're going through a bad time. You encourage them, uplift them, support them, so that everybody can celebrate the victory once we finally get to where we need to be.
We try to get together just to enjoy the games and enjoy each other, passing on that legacy.
I'm the loudest fan.
I will attest to that. My son it's quite an experience to be in his company and watch ball game without earplugs. I was excited when Sonny Jurgensen came here because he brought a new era. It kind of uplifted the city.
We have as good a passer as there is in the league, so it all adds up to a very fine passing attack.
One of the things that stands out in my mind about Sonny is watching him throw the ball backwards or behind his back, and so accurately. I just cherish those moments, just watching him throw that ball.
My favorite player of all time to watch, and I really miss him, Sean Taylor. In my book, he was the best player that ever was on that roster, period. He always played with an edge, but you could tell he left it all out on the field.
It's a great day for football, I can tell you that much.
Right now, I like Shaw Breeland. I like his attitude and stuff. First noticed him in 2014 against the Cowboys in Dallas. He shut down Dez Bryant and pretty much won the game.
As my grandson gets older, you know, he has a family, I'm sure he's going to pass it on. And then he can take his dad to a game. So it's been interesting. It's been a wonderful trip.
The Redskins is going to stay in the family.
85 years, our team, our tradition, our family is brought to you by Geico.
Hi, my name is Robert Rides at the Door, or Robert Door for short. I'm from Browning, Montana on the Blackfeet Reservation, and I'm one of the biggest Redskin fans on the planet. When I was a young kid, I was proud to be a Native American. I was proud. I wanted to show it every day, every life. I had long hair, I had braids, and I identified with a lot of the Native American imagery. And one day my dad returned from a business trip with the Indian Head logo, the chief logo on his hat. And I asked, I said, well, what is that, Dad? And he says, that's the Washington Redskins. They named a team after us in DC, in the nation's capital. And my dad told me that the symbol was based after Chief Two Guns Whitecalf, a chief of our tribe. One thing was set at that moment. The sun would rise and the sun would set, and I was a Redskin fan forever.
Let's go, skins on 3, 1, 2, 3, skins!
Sports and Native Americans go hand in hand. Some of our greatest athletes in the world were Native Americans, and one of them was Jim Thorpe. Jim Thorpe was a gold medalist and won in the decathlon, heptathlon. The Hall of Fame is in Canton, Ohio, because Jim Thorpe, the biggest name at the time, signed with the Canton Bulldogs. And so football for me, and sports in itself, provided the opportunity for a healthy lifestyle, to get away from some of the bad, the drugs and the alcohol that are present on the reservation. And so our environment was set around football. Football on Sundays is something that my dad and I bonded with, that my sisters bonded with. You know, every chance we got to watch the Redskins on TV, it was awesome.
High fives from everyone! High fives from everyone! Everyone get in on the high five party!
My greatest experience was truly my first visit to RFK. And to see all of Redskin Nation wearing my logo, my Special Tribes logo, it was all over. And my greatest memory ever wasn't a play, it was that moment when I sang Hail to the Redskins for the first time. To sing at the top of my lungs with Redskin Nation, that was so moving. I've never stopped being a Redskin fan, never stopped watching the game. And one day I got a call, and it was the Redskins organization. And I got an opportunity to go to work for the Redskins. Dream opportunity. My job primarily is to make our fans happy. So I'm a fan first, I'm a Native American, but I'm a Redskin. I'm a Redskin to the core. And to be part of Redskin Nation and have the job of making 80 to 90,000 people happy every Sunday is what I do. That's my job. My pride never wavers from who I represent and what I do. I no longer watch the Redskins on TV. I'm part of it now.
My name is Dillon Hart Jr. I race in the NASCAR Cup Series, and I think I'm one of the biggest Redskin fans around. First game that I really recall watching was the Super Bowl in '82 against Miami. That was really the first game I ever saw, and they win the game, and I just latched on to that. My mom started buying me helmets and jerseys and things like that for Christmas, and we would suit up and get in the yard, and it was a lot of fun. The first Redskins player that I became a fan of was Art Monk. He just seemed to always have his head on straight, always really dependable, reliable. And then Darrell Green came along, same type of thing, really great role model, great attitude, personality, good character and locker room guy.
Whatever it takes to win today, man, and I mean it.
I went to military school for 2 years. It's a really strict environment. There's not a lot of smiling going on around there. The best moment of that 2 years was watching the Redskins win the Super Bowl against the Broncos. Big play after big play, and just a lot to celebrate throughout that whole game.
You're going to do it. You're going to win it. Right with you. You're clear. Checker flag. You win.
My spotter, who I communicate with throughout the whole race, is a Bills fan. I know he knows the Bills score, so it's only fair for me to know what the Redskins score is. No matter what the score is, he always tells me they're leading, because he knows that puts me in a great mood and we're going to have a good race.
I love you, man.
The draft looked really good. got some great players to help on defense, a lot of young guys that I think will, if they catch on, they'll be great players for the next several years for us.
Cousins under center. Hand off to Halou to the left, around the corner. He's got room. That's a touchdown.
Harold Jr. with the call. Redskins score a touchdown.
Hell to the Redskins on that one.
I had no idea that I was going to go into the booth and do anything like that. You guys sort of turned the keys of the car over to me, and I wasn't even really prepared, but I was fortunate enough the Redskins made it pretty easy.
All right, Dale, take it away. 1st and 10 at the 14.
All right, Cousins is back. He's throwing. He's going over the top, and now it's ball. Touchdown.
I think it was Grant.
Boom. Yeah, that's how you call him right there.
You just come here and call touchdown plays. I like it.
That was Grant.
Ryan Grant.
Oh, Grant.
Ryan Grant
I saw 84.
Players on the field made that an easy call on both occasions, and dream come true for a Redskins fan to be able to do that.
Checkered flag waving. It's over. It's Earnhardt.
My name is Jenny. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, and I've been a Redskins fan my whole life. My grandfather has made me believe that you can do anything that you set your mind to. So when I was little, I always dreamt of working here in the Redskins organization.
Whatever it takes for yourself, whatever your goals are.
So I'm the senior manager of Affinity Marketing, and I work on 2 of our marketing platforms. One is the Women of Washington, also known as WOW. Been around since 2011 and is servicing our Redskins fans that are women, our sports fanatics. And then also oversee our Redskins Salute Military Appreciation Program that's been around since 2014 season, servicing our active duty, our veterans, and our military families. Favorite traditions with my family watching the Redskins football on Sundays was always muting the TV and listening to Sam, Sonny, Larry. We all collectively just enjoyed the Redskins as a whole, but some of the greats are, Billy Kilmer, Charlie Taylor, Sam Huff. A lot of that era is something that we strive for.
Just remember this, 40 men together can't lose, okay?
My grandfather, most proud of his career and everything that he established into his career and everything that his name represents is something that I strive for every single day. I now have found a way that I can create my own milestone here and create my own mark, and that's through him and through his journey and looking up to him my entire life. It makes me real happy that my grandfather is proud of me.
From different backgrounds, we come. Different places and perspectives. From different age groups, ethnicities, and genders. Our bloodline is burgundy and gold. That binds us all. A bloodline coursing toward mountaintop glory, persevering through rock-bottom pain, carving cherished memories into millions of harps along the way. To some, it's just a game. To us, Washington Redskins football is stitched into our souls forever. All part of the ever-unfolding tapestry that is our team.
This is our team.
Our tradition.
This is our tradition.
Our family.
One big family.